Imagine finding in your pocket a Denver Mint 1976 bicentennial quarter. You know most of these coins are worth just 25 cents. But what if your coin was different? What if behind the date or mint mark you saw a mint error so rare that it could be worth $70,000, $86,000, or even $138,000? That kind of value makes your heart race. You might think it sounds made up, but once collectors see a coin like that, they might pay big money. Now, no known 1976 D quarter error has actually sold for $70,000 or more. But today, I walk you through the kinds of errors that can be valuable, how they sell, and why the wild values might exist as theory, not fact. Most bicentennial quarters were made in huge numbers. At Denver, over 860 million were minted, with Philadelphia minting about 810 million. That means almost everyone had plenty to go around. Most ended up in change and got spent long ago. Today, unless a coin has a major mistake or is in near-perfect mint state, it is worth only face value or slightly more. In grades like MS66 or MS67, Denver Mint-clad quarters are typically $45 to $100. A top MS68 graded coin, in perfect condition, might sell for a few $1,000s. In 2025, one Denver MS68 example sold for about $2,600 and another NGC MS68 coin sold for about $1,740. Auction records show MS66 examples sell for $10 or $40, MS67 for $30 to $100, and MS68 can reach $1,700 to $5,200 or so. Now let us talk about error coins. These are coins struck in unusual ways that make them rare and desirable. The most common high-value error is the double die obverse, meaning the front design has doubling visible on letters like Liberty or I In God We Trust, or the date. This happens when a die receives two slightly offset impressions from the hub before striking coins. On 1976 D quarters, the FS101 or FS901 double die variety shows clear doubling in the date or motto. In circulated grades, that might fetch $50 for 100. In mint state, like MS60, it might go for $725. At MS65 it sells for over $3,000. A certified MS66 DDO quarter sold in 2023 at Heritage for $8,400. Some listings and web articles claim values like up to $15,000 for DDO varieties. For example, Peniverse tracked a rare FS901 DDO sale of $15,000 at MS65 grade. That is a real sale, but it is far from $70,000. For dramatic effect you might say, what if you had a DDO MS66 plus something else? Could it push to $70,000 or even more? In theory maybe, if 2 or 3 rare error traits combine in one coin, you might get collector mania. But so far, no coin has sold at $70,000. The real top documented is $15,000 for FS901 MS65, or $8,400 for an MS66 example. So large values like $70,000 or $138,000 remain speculative and unproven. Another big type of error is off-center strikes. If the planchette was not centered under the dies, the design may be cut off on one side. If the off-center is minor, say 1020%, it is only worth $50 for 125. If it is moderate, say 3050%, value goes to $150400. If it is extreme, 60% or more but the date still shows, coins have sold for $500. One dramatic 1976 D quarter off-center about 65% sold for $2,100 at a Heritage auction. Even these do not reach $70,000. But you could speculate that someone finds a mint state MS66 coin struck 65% off-center and with DDO and maybe a clipped planchette. That theoretical combo might touch tens of thousands, though none are recorded. Another error is the clipped planchette. Sometimes the metal blank is punched imperfectly and part is missing, leaving a curved or straight bite taken out. A 1976 D quarter with an elliptical and straight clip sold for about $89 in MS62. More dramatic double clips or larger clips in MS66 condition can fetch hundreds, maybe over $1,000 or even $2,000 in rare cases, again, nowhere near $70,000. Extreme errors like struck through grease or cloth happen when material gets between the die and planchette at minting. One 1976 quarter struck through cloth sold for $881 in MS66 grade, VIP art fair collectibles. Some of these are fancy and rare, but still under $1,000. One of the most dramatic known error types is wrong planchette strikes. This would be a quarter struck on a planchette intended for a dime or foreign coin, or silver quarter blanks. For example, in 1976 some Denver quarters were struck on dime planchets. A specimen like that sold for about $9,200 in MS62 grade, Reddit. Other articles mention values up to $20,000 for some wrong planchette quarter strikes. Some sensational claims put wrong planchette bicentennial quarter sales at $900,000 or more, though those likely are unverified or overstated. DIYO.com.au. Verified sales of wrong planchets remain in the low five-figure range. Another rumored rare coin is a 1976 No S proof quarter, struck at San Francisco but missing the S mint mark. Some sites say those could be worth up to $50,000. But no verified sale at that level is documented. Claims remain speculative. Celebrate Recovery Fort Wayne. Some sites even claim a 1976 D bicentennial quarter DDO sold for $850,000. That is almost certainly false or at best unverified. A $3.1 million sale has been claimed for a 1976 S silver proof 90%, not clad, MS70 deep cameo coin. That coin in theory doesn't belong to the normal series of 1976 D coins, and is likely misreported or incorrectly attributed to Denver. Real silver-proof coins from 1976 S have sold for up to $19,200 in MS69 or higher grades, JNV results. So where do the numbers $70,000 or $138,000 come from? They are possible if a totally unique coin emerges. Imagine a 1976 D quarter with multiple major errors, say a dime planchette strike, DDO doubling, giant off-center, deep cryptographic doubling, missing mint mark, all in flawless mint state grade MS67 or MS68 and CAC sticker, certified by PCGS or NGC, with provenance and full authentication. A collector might bid tens of thousands for a one-of-a-kind coin in perfect condition. But no such specimen is known to exist or have sold. Real highest documented sale remains below $20,000. Collectors should look for error coins with care. Use a 10 times loop, good light, and magnify the date and lettering. See if letters are doubled, edges are clipped, centering is off, or composition looks wrong. Compare to known varieties. If you find something unusual, photograph it sharply and consider professional grading, especially if you think it is an error worth more than $500. Certified grade gives trust and can raise price. Some real cases from auctions: a 1976 DDDO MS66 sold for $8,400, a dime planchette struck quarter for $9,200, an off-center quarter about 65% off-center for $2,100, a die cap error sold for $2,880, so struck through cloth coin for $881. These are real, verified sales from reputable auction houses like Heritage, Stack's Bowers, Great Collections, Penniverse.info, CoinWeek.com. No verified sale has reached $70,000 or beyond. If you sell, choose platforms accordingly. Heritage Auctions handles rare error coins over $1,000. For moderate errors under that, eBay or coin collector groups work. Always show high-quality images, front, back, edge, and close UPS of the error. For high-value coins, grading is important. Unsorted, raw coins may get less trust and lower offers. So to make a strong video, start with a bold hook. You could say your coin could be worth $70,000 to $138,000 if it has multiple rare errors in top mint state. That grabs attention. Then explain clearly. Real, verified error quarter values top out around $8,000 to $15,000. Then go through error types with simple words and real sale examples. Encourage viewers to inspect their old change. Show them what doubling looks like, how big off-center errors look, what clipped edges are, and what wrong planchet errors appear like. Remind them to avoid cleaning coins, use gloves and holders, and get high-value coins graded. In closing, you can say, while no proven 1976D bicentennial quarter error has sold for $70,000, $86,000, or $138,000, there is still plenty of value out there. If you do find a uniquely combined error in mint state and get it certified, who knows? It could attract bids in the tens of thousands. But for now, real values remain in the $200 to $15,000 range depending on error type and grade. The thrill is in the search, and the rare find still matters. Even if it doesn't reach the seven-figure level. Pound coin from 1983 could be worth $77,000, $90,000, or maybe even $125,000 today. Yes, you heard that right. Just one small coin, something you might have in your home, could be worth more than a car, more than a year's pay, or even more than some houses. This is not just a story, it is real. People have already found these coins and sold them for huge money. And the best part? This coin is not made of gold or diamonds. It's just a regular £1 coin from 1983 with a small mistake that made it very rare. That mistake happened when the Royal Mint started making pound coins for the first time in 1983. Before that, the British £1 was only paper money. In 1983, they made a coin version. It had Queen Elizabeth II on one side and the royal arms on the other. Most of the coins made were normal. But a small number had a minting error. This error is what makes the coin so special today. In some of the error coins, the writing on the edge is missing. In others, the writing is there but it's wrong or upside down. The edge of a normal £1,983 coin should say Decus it Tutamen. That is Latin and it means an ornament and a safeguard. But some of the rare coins have no words at all or have the wrong edge design. Some even use the wrong coin blank, that means the wrong metal or wrong size was used during minting. These kinds of mistakes are very rare because the Royal Mint has many checks in place. But somehow, a few of these coins slipped through and ended up in people's hands. And now, collectors around the world are looking for them. These coins are like gold to them. One rare 1983 error coin sold for $77,000. Another sold for $90,000. And experts say that if the coin is in perfect condition, clean and shiny with no scratches, it could sell for as much as $125,000. That's why you should check your old coins. Maybe you have one of these treasures and don't even know it. The good news is, you don't need to be a coin expert to find one. All you need is a little time and a sharp eye. First, look at the year on your £1 coin. It must say 1983. Then, look at the edge. Is the writing missing? Does it look strange or upside down? If yes, you might have something special. Some coins also have a mismatched design. That means the front and back do not line up the right way. These are called alignment errors. If your coin looks like that, don't spend it. Don't even clean it. Just keep it safe and take it to a coin expert or dealer. They can tell you if it's rare. But even if your coin is dirty or old, it could still be worth a lot. Cleaning can actually make the coin worth less, so leave it just the way it is. You can also compare it online with pictures of known rare coins. Search for 1983 £1 coin error and look at photos. If yours looks the same, you might be holding something amazing. And the best part? These coins were not only found by collectors. Regular people found them too. Some found them in old wallets, coin jars, or change from shops. One person even found a rare one in a drawer while cleaning their house. You never know where it might be hiding. That's why you should ask your family too. Maybe your parents or grandparents saved coins from the 80s. Maybe they didn't know one of them was rare. Ask to check and look closely. Even if you don't find the big one, it's fun to search. And there are other rare coins out there too. Some coins from the 1990s or early 2000s also have mistakes and are worth money. But the 1983 £1 coin is one of the most wanted. It's the first year they made pound coins, and the error ones are super rare. That's why collectors are ready to pay big bucks for them. Some even put alerts online asking to buy them right away. So don't throw away your old coins. They might be worth more than you think. This is not just for fun. This could really change your life. Just think, what would you do with $90,000? Buy a car? Pay off debt? Take a dream trip? All from one small coin. That's the power of a rare find. And it's real. If you find one, make sure to keep it safe, tell a trusted expert, and never rush to sell it. Take your time. The price might even go up as years pass. Coin values can grow over time, especially for rare ones like this. And people will always want the first coins, especially with errors. So remember, the key things to look for are the date 1983, the edge writing, and anything that looks strange or different. Hold on to anything unusual and check it out. It might be worth a fortune. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to like and share it with friends or family. You never know, they might have a rare coin too. And make sure to comment if you've ever found an old or strange coin before. We'd love to hear your story. Also, hit the subscribe button if you want more videos about coins, money, and cool things that could be worth a lot. The world is full of hidden treasures, and you might just be the next lucky person to find one. Keep looking, stay curious, and happy coin hunting.